welcome to Nosey Road. It's Challenge Cup action tonight. Huddersfield Giants are the visitors. It's about 35 years since they've actually won here in cup competition, and I suppose that's when there was a decent side. But they've not had it good the last few seasons. Finished bottom of the league, and obviously they can only look up, can't they? They've got a new coach, Tony Smith, and we can just see if he can put the thing together. Anyway, I'll just run through the teams for you tonight. Paul Wellens full-back. We've got Steve Hall moved onto the wing with Sean Hoppy in at the centre. Newlove and Sullivan make up the other three quarters with Tommy Martin, Sean Long at half-back. David Furley, Kieran Cunningham and Sonny Nicol moved up into the front row. Chris Joynt in the second row along with Peter Shields and Tim Yonkers at loose forward. That's right, Joynt in the second row. On the bench, Wayne MacDonald, John Stankovic, Tony Stewart and Mark Edmondson. Obviously, Kevin Iro still out injured. We look forward to him being back. You know, he certainly is a good defender, and he'll be really missed. The Huddersfield side for this evening: Paul Riley at full-back. We've got Frew, Gleeson, Cardoza and Cooper, the three quarters. They have Thorman and Custo at half-back, with Malloy, Rowley and Lawton in the front row. Lomax, Atkins, McNamara make up the back three, and they've got Moxon, Marshall, Turner and Molyneux on the bench. It's round 6 of the Challenge Cup. We know that Huddersfield have had 2 home draws. They beat Featherstone, who they've gone down a bit in recent seasons, 28-6. They beat Doncaster, a highly competitive game, 38-24. Whereas the Saints in the 4th round disposed of Wigan. Notice the teabag stopped in the cup longer than Wigan, doesn't it? A demolition here, 22 points to 8. Not the best of shows up at Whitehaven with a much changed side. 34-22 the score. So everything to play for tonight. The weather's not too kind to us. It started raining round about 6 o'clock. The pitch is in excellent condition. We can just look forward to a good game, and then we can hopefully draw Villeneuve in the semi-final when they've disposed of Warrington this weekend, and let Leeds and Bradford sort it out between themselves. Huddersfield already on the pitch. The Saints coming out now. Captain Chris Joynt with the 2 matchday mascots, Lois Richardson and Martin Richardson. Lois, 9 years of age, attends English Martyrs School at Haydock. Her hobbies are swimming, playing tag rugby and football, and watching the Saints. Her favourite players are Tommy Martin, John Stankovic and Anthony Sullivan. And Lois's mum loves Big Beeler. He's out, obviously suspended. So that's Lois. And now Martin, he's 11 years of age. He attends Edmund Smith School in Ashton. His hobbies are football. He plays for Garswood FC, the Wooders. He loves the Saints. His ambition is to play for Everton. I hope he realises his ambition. And his favourite players are Sean Long and Chris Joynt. So Martin will be chuffed to bits out there with Captain Chris Joynt. It's the 6th round of the Silk Cut Challenge Cup. Carl Kirkpatrick is your referee, and we had him against Whitehaven. Let's hope we have the same result. But it's Challenge Cup action tonight. Just losing out last week, ending round 1 of Super League 6. And tonight's visit is obviously Huddersfield Giants, coached by Tony Smith. And there's your match day mascots now. Lois Richardson and Martin Richardson going off with club photographer Bernard Platt. And we're ready for the action. The Saints, the Super League champions, the World Club champions. And quite a good crowd tonight. I mean, after all, it is Challenge Cup action. 2 matches away from a date at Twickenham. The Giants to get us going. Out on the full, a poor kick-off. That won't do the build-up much good, will it? Saints beating the Pie Eaters in the 4th round. As I said before, the teabag stops in the cup longer than Wigan, but it's on the charge. Sonny Nicol Lost the possession there as he came through. Oh, the ball didn't get to him, it squirted out. And the Giants are back in possession. Oh, big hit there. Great tackle, David Furley. These two Aussies there, obviously Furley and Shields, they look the business, don't they? I mean, sometimes they have to play themselves in, but my word, these have started right from the beginning. Once again, the Giants put it out on the full. So not doing the business. You're Micron Video bringing you all the action. My name's Ron Hoot. We're here at Nosey Road, 6th round of the Challenge Cup. Up here on the podium, I have Ian Proctor with me. That's one of the Sky gurus. And really, Ian, it should be a cakewalk for Saints, but you can never take anything for granted, can you?
No, you can never take anything for granted in the cup run, but we've just seen two terrible kicks there from Ben Custo. Saints on the run here.
Yeah, it's good play, and Wellens in for the try. Quickly from the scrum. 1 minute and 30 seconds gone, and Wellens in for the opener. It's looking as though it's going to be easy, Ian.
Yes, Saints have got their heart set on going through to the final, I think, this year. They haven't been there since '97 when they won the trophy for the second year running against Bradford. And I know that Ian Millward has really set his heart on getting through to the Challenge Cup final. I think he now appreciates what it means to English people, the Challenge Cup, and I think he knows what it means to the players as well. And just looking at this Saints side, I think there's only 5 of them left now who've actually been to Wembley and won the Challenge Cup, so it's a whole new team who are obviously eager to get to the final and get the name on the cup again.
Sean Long couldn't get it, but 4 points to 0 in the lead. As Ian was saying, obviously Twickenham, the venue, Saints haven't been there since '97, and we want to get obviously to the final and do the business. Ben Custo puts it high. Martin takes it. Nickel the first man in. Good driving run there, and Dave Lomax, one of the tacklers in. Saints take it centre field. Furley twists, tries to get out of the tackle. Good lad, big Aussie. Doing the business, no danger. Yonkers in it, loose forward. Referee Kirkpatrick urging the Giants back. And after that two poor kicks, as we saw, and then Saints there for the first scrum, opened up, moved it to the right. Peter Shields there just taking a knock. Long puts it deep upfield. Andrew through there along with Paul Reilly, and he's certainly good from the full-back position. He's taken down well. Martin and Cunningham quickly up there, and the Giants again trying to build up, trying to get out of the 20-metre area. They're going to find it very hard. Saints obviously moving up quickly, and good tackling, and it's going to be good tackling as well. 30-odd years since the Giants lowered the Saints colours. The kick again. Anthony Sullivan pedalling back. Paul Wellens already there. And Wellens, oh, nearly broke through. 5-2 there. Sullivan looking for that half gap in a testimonial season. Furley. Steve Malloy, one of the tacklers there. Saints bring it on the short side. Chris Joint takes it from Cunningham. Joint again, looking to squall. The ball's loose, and was it pulled out? David Lomax came up with it. No, the referee says it was lost. Solid tackling there, it had to be. Joint moving in field. Ian looking as though he was trying to spread it, and it just come loose in the tackle.
Yes, Chris Joint unusually losing the ball there, but you've mentioned David Fairley once or twice already, Ron. He's a tremendous signing for Saints. He comes from Newcastle Knights, but he spent a decade with North Sydney, and I think he's one of the signings of the season.
Yes, and the Giants kick it through and through. If he can take it, it's a try. No problem there. The Saints were caught off guard. They was pressing up. The Giants took it out of the back of the scrum, moved it to the right. Then the kick downfield, and through was out of the blocks quickly. There was no cover there as the Saints were pressing up, and the Giants level the scores. must apologise. Well, if apology is needed, obviously I didn't attend at Valley Parade last Sunday. Struck down with the dreaded lurgy and unfit to travel. Here we go again. Tactics, keeping Saints deep in their own 20 as well. He must be offside. Must be offside, that man. And referee Kirkpatrick comes up with a penalty. Whether that's tactics, whether they're going to boot it down there and play the offside, but whether they can contain the Saints. Martin with the touch finder. Saints will start 8 metres short of the halfway. Martin there again, looking for the release from David Furley. I think that was on that occasion. John Long sees the gap. Support from Wellens. He goes in field. Still support. He's taken down just outside the 20. Saints move up 50 metres with 2 tackles. Long again. Dabs it through. The chase is on. Huddersfield have got to play it. Can they hold the man? Hold him up, force him back in. Oh, the ball's loose. He just managed to get boot to ball. The ferocity of the tackle shook the ball out of the Giants' grasp. And if a Saints player could have touched down there, that would have been a try for the Saints. They came up, 80 metres there in 3 tackles. Put pressure on the Giants and they couldn't take it. So it's the Giants to drop out from between the... Oh, dear me. Well, they've lost the plot tonight, Ian, haven't they?
That's the second time, obviously, from the kick-off it was Ben Custo. That time it's Chris Thorman who's kicked out on the full. But I think they'll be happy to get away with 2 points here, because when Ben Cooper lost that ball on his own line there, I think he thought he was going to let sticks in.
Yeah, you're right there. Saints going to tap it, why not indeed? An awkward ball, it was dipping, it was taken well. Saints know they've got the firepower. They're driving for the corner. The ball will come back crossfield now. Oh, an awkward ball. Well taken. Sean Long. Drawing the defence across. Sees the gap. Flicks it up to Newlove. Newlove, the big man. Driving for the line. 5 metres short. 4 points each to score. Chris Joint. Yonkers. The Giants tackling comes in. They've got to line up on their own line. Long again. Dabs it through. Yes. Is it a try? No. The ball's knocked forward. The idea was right. Long elected to drop it, just kick it through, dab it through. 20 metre tap restart for the Giants. 10 minutes gone, 4 points each the score. Dale Lawton. Big driving run, but 3 meet him. Bounce him to the earth. Just settling down now into some kind of pattern. After a very hectic opening 5 minutes. Once again the Giants moving it to the right. Custo playing with a broken nose. Paul Rowley at dummy half. Thorman, good dummy, inside. Rowley again, oh, it's a try. That's a try for the Giants. Good backing up there. No problem with that. Split the Saints defence open. Steve Malloy accredited with the try, but good to break there by Thorman. The Giants take the lead. Good break, as I was saying. Custo originally, then he gave it to Thorman. Thorman with an outrageous dummy. Rowley backed him up, and then Rowley again with all the time in the world. I thought he might have scored himself. I'll tell you, there'll be some choice words at the back of the sticks there. McNamara with a conversion. The Giants in the lead, 10 points to 4. Obviously, Tony Smith, the Giants coach, done his homework, knows his game plan, knows what he's going to do. The 2 or 3 of the early kicks didn't come off, and perhaps just as well. Ben Cooper over on the far side. And now the Giants again. I wouldn't think there'd be any alarm bells just at present, but obviously I don't think Saints would expect to be trailing by 13 minutes into the first half. Here we come with the kick again, putting it deep downfield. So Anthony Sullivan took it well, and now the Giants move up quickly. Wellens from the acting half-back position, only up to the 10-metre line. The Giants are here next Friday in the league, round 2 of Super League 6. And now Tommy Martin puts it upfield. Paul Reilly. He's met. Sean Long, the first man in. Yonkers there as well. Martin with him. Andrew Frew, crossfield, and Frew breaks through. Slips it out. Cooper. Saints going to have to cover. Oh, good tackling there. For Huddersfield, they're throwing it about. It's paying dividends as well, isn't it? Up to the Saints 20 now. Along the line, Thorman offering the dummy again. Saints come up with the interception as Martin hers away. Martin, can he win the chase? He can he? He slides over. Tommy Martin, impetus takes him over. Not the fastest man on 2 legs, but that's a try. Referee Kirkpatrick points to it. 15 minutes gone and Saints reduce the deficit. .80 metres Tommy Martin must have run there. Huddersfield Giants were on the attack again, Ian. Was it Thorman again that put that loose pass out? I couldn't think, but obviously it was the intention was meant well. It went to ground and Martin picked it up and he was away for Slate.
Yes, I've just been watching the Huddersfield captain Dale Lawton putting his arm around Chris Thorman because he knows that the youngster made an error there. He was looking for a runner that wasn't there. It was obviously a planned move and it didn't go to plan. But he should have just held the football and took the tackle. Unfortunately, he let it go. And Tommy, he doesn't need second asking, doesn't Tommy Martin, for 80 yards. Even at coming up 30, I think he is now. Still one of the fastest halfbacks in the game, and an opportunist try from an opportunist player.
Oh yeah, he's a great player. There's no danger about that. He's one of the best standoffs we've ever had here at St Helens. And considering he's had 2 knees done and what have you. Sean Long converts the try. Saints back on level terms. 10 points apiece. Maybe a little fortunate, but the Giants' plan went wrong. Saints snapped it up. Martin was away. Very high kick, Martin underneath it. Sonny Nicol drives it up. David Furley. Tony Stewart looking to be introduced. As Cunningham. Here's Tommy Martin being substituted. 17 minutes gone. Looks as though he's got an arm injury, Tommy. Saints put the ball back upfield. Paul Riley. Quickly met. Let's hope that's not nothing too serious for the standoff. Perhaps just a precautionary measure. And once again, David Lomax, he drives it forward. Saints meet him. Look for the kick. The Giants move it to the left. Atkins. Oh dear me. The kick was coming. It went to Cousteau. And he put the ball down. The Saints were moving up, pressing on him. Just took his eye off it. He's been put under pressure. Obviously, he's had a couple of kicks that's gone wayward. He wanted to get that one right. Now, once again, 40 metres from the Giants try line. Saints with head and feed. Chris Joint bursts through. Joint will win the race. Yeah, super try from the captain, right from the base of the scrum. The best forward, second row forward in the English game. Ban on. Normal service is resumed, Ian. Right from the base of the scrum, the captain with a tremendous try.
Yeah, great forward, Chris Joint, and I think he scored his 100th try for Saints in the cup defeat against Wigan, and he's going well past 100 now because he's a player who seems to have a real appetite for tries in the last 6 or 7 games. In the last 4 games, I think, of last season, I think he scored 4 tries, and he's been in the try-scoring mode in the start of this season. But Joint, to me, I think he should have been man of steel at least once, if not twice, in the last 2 seasons. And it was a big loss for England in the World Cup. It's a shame he played for Ireland, but tremendous forward. He must be in line for the Ashes at the end of the year.
There's no danger. Yes, in that cup defeat of Wigan, Joint with his 100th try. Sean Long pops his second one of the night over there, and Saints are in the lead now at 16 points to 10 after that early flutter. 20 minutes gone, so a quarter of the game through. Saints 16, Giants 10. And that coming from a mistake by Cousteau, where he took his eye off the ball, and any decent side will make the opposition pay if they make the mistakes, won't they? Oh, big driving run. David Furley, I think, again. Oh, was it? Yes, it was. Quickly away, Cunningham. Out of the blocks. Saints a master, a champion side here. Looking for 3 Super League titles in a row. They've got the confidence. The players have the confidence. There's no danger about that. They've got the winning ways. Long inside to Stewart. Stewart with Wellens, but Stewart comes over this side. Stewart breaks through. Saints held just short once again. Oh, too many kooks. Too many kooks there. Maybe the ball should have gone as Tony Stewart burst through. He had plenty of men with him. He offered the dummy. The Giants took it, and then they regrouped, and there's one that's gone a-begging. But just a minor hiccup. The Giants again running strong, but good tackling. You meet a brick wall there. Peter Shields and Kieran Cunningham. Rowley attacks in half. He moves it to the left. The kick now, once again. Hall. Oh, dear me. Hall knocked it forward. Awkward ball. Obviously always awkward in the floodlights, but that's the idea. The Giants have peppered the high ball downfield to the Saints. He seemed to have had plenty of time, but couldn't take it. And Darren Turner going to be coming on for Stephen Malloy, I think it is. An unforced error, Ian.
Yeah, Yeah, just a point on Darren Turner coming on. He scored the winning try for Sheffield against Wigan in 1998, so he knows what Cup glory is all about.
Yes, it's always nice to mention that, Ian, isn't it? About the old pie eaters getting done at Wembley. Sheffield with not a chance, had they? Lawton, a member of that team as well, I think, wasn't he, Ian? But the Giants are pressing. The Saints defence going to be tested. Saints made the mistake. Can the Giants obviously put pressure on the Saints? Throwing the ball out, it's chipped through. The cover's there if it's needed. Anthony Sullivan. Well, he must have, the in-goal touch judge reckoned that Sullivan had jollied the ball dead, and I thought Sullivan had just let it go. Well, the fourth official, the in-goal touch judge, was right on the job there, and we didn't have a good view of it, did we, Ian? But
I'm just looking at Anthony Sullivan. I think he's looking for the cameras that would verify whether he was over the line or not, but of course they're out in here tonight.
No, only Micron, and we do a good job, but obviously it's not on the big screen. And as Ian knows, and when he does his stats and all that, Micron Video do a lot of work for Sky. Thorman into the Saints 20. Darren Turner, dummy half, quick played. Oh, he's lost the ball. Martin Gleeson, what a tremendous tackle. What a superb tackle by Newlove. 16 stone of prime Yorkshire beef. MacDonald off, nickel on. Saints win the scrum. They're forced back. Huddersfield put pressure on. They claimed for a knock on, but the ball did go back. We could see it clearly from our position. But certainly the Giants, they've got the bit between the teeth. 16-10 the score. 25 minutes of the game gone. Stewart comes away with it. Saints move it to the left. David Furley, lovely ball. Wellens. Solid tackling. Oh, a little bit of mauling. Turner and Rowley doing a little bit of mauling, and Turner's going to be spoken to. To the Saints, and Sean Long finds touch. 15 metres short of the Giants line. MacDonald, oh, Saints players just driving it. MacDonald still going, just colliding there. Cunningham and MacDonald. Cunningham from acting half. Great tackling, forces the man back. Joint attacked in half. Saints move it on the open side. Wellens. He's just short. Only a matter of time now. Saints will open up. Good run in. Furley just short. Cunningham. Well, the ball moved over to the right. Last one of the sequence. Saints will bring it left. They do. But the Giants have it. Losing the plot there on the sixth tackle. Saints forced to defend, and obviously they want to try and hold the Giants there. Referee Kirkpatrick's giving them a penalty. Quickly taken. Thorman burst through quickly. Now Cooper attacked in half. Then he gives it to Thorman. Feeds it back inside. The Giants not frightened of throwing the ball about. There's no danger about that. 27 minutes gone. 16-10 the score. Rowley moves it to the left. Moving steadily downfield. The ball out. Dale Cardoza. He plays it quickly. Lack of personnel at the back. The ball chipped. Sullivan knocks it dead. It's gone touching goal. And Saints now under a little bit of pressure. I think Anthony Sullivan looking to take it on the full there, Ian, in the in-goal area, but it just held up.
Yeah, he was trying to defuse the bomb, wasn't he? But Huddersfield really done their own work on this kicking game. When Steve McNamara put Steve Paul under pressure earlier on down on that far side, and Custo and young half-back Coleman. They're really putting Saints under pressure with these kicks.
Yes, and obviously McNamara right in the middle there, doing the business as well. A wily campaigner. Saints have to drop out. And no shortness of commitment. Driving the ball downfield. Once again, Dale Lawton, the Giants captain. And they're pressing again. Rowley moves it to the left. McNamara, I think. He links up well. Many seasons at Hull, many seasons at Bradford, and now the Giants looking to open a gap in the Saints defence. Turner looking for the gap, going on his own. Last one of the sequence. Can the Giants penetrate the Saints line? Thorman dabs it through. This time it does go dead via the boot of the Giants. Saints want to take it quick, and Cunningham does so. Rowley was up to him. Well, a lot of ball in there. David Atkins holding the man down. Sean Long quickly takes the penalty. What a kick! What a kick by Sean Long. Finds touch on the Giants 20. The popular side faithful erupt. Sean Long, drop off ball, Wayne MacDonald. 6'7", driving it in, 5 metres short. 16-10 the Saints lead. Long, dummies, puts the ball back. Saints have it though. The second phase of attack wasn't there, the ball was put back and the Giants come up with it. Quite a few mistakes made by both sides, but I would imagine Ian Millwood won't be best pleased. Chris Molyneux looking to be introduced for the Giants. 10 minutes to the interval. No, well, he's gone back in the dugout now, obviously change of plan. Low kick. Tony Stewart in the full-back position. Wellens up at scrum half, standoff with Tommy Martin going off injured. And Tony Sullivan there coming through with it. Now it's Steve Hall. The Giants urge to get back onside and the Saints try to create a gap in the defence. Saints faithful want more, we all want more, we all want some exciting open rugby, don't we? MacDonald, lovely ball to Wellens, Wellens up the middle, support from Sean Long, last tackle of the sequence. Wellens moves it to the right, the ball knocked down, can Saints capitalise on it? It's a scrum anyway. Huddersfield come up with the ball, but they knocked it forward. It was a good job he did as well. The Saints moved it quickly over to the right. Pressure there, Ian, by the Saints. It's a good job Huddersfield got a hand to it, but another set of 6 now. I think the signs are ominous.
Yeah, but full marks to Huddersfield. The scrambling defence is excellent, and they're a far cry from the side that has been bottom of the Super League for the last 3 years. Tony Smith already appears to have made his mark on this team, and I can't understand how they got beaten by 34 points to 10 by Halifax at home at the weekend. But this is a much changed Huddersfield side. And this is a real cup tie, 16-10.
Yes, and you don't expect anything else, do you? As it's said in the local press, and no doubt the nationals, you can't take anything for granted. This is what it's all about. It's Challenge Cup rugby, it's knockout rugby, and you've got to be on the top of your game, otherwise you'll pay the price. And obviously, as the pie eaters know, they got knocked out in the first round. It cost them a lot of money, doesn't it? Saints again. Sean Long. Speculator, Tony Stewart backs into the defence, driving to the line. The tackling, well, the ball's come out. The ball's knocked forward, says referee Kirkpatrick. So Tony Stewart, he must have just had it dislodged from his hands as he was forced down. The tackling was good, there's no danger about that. It's got to be good, especially when the opposition's pressing on your line. So it's head and feed, with Custo to feed, and now it's up to the Saints now to put pressure on the Giants in their 20.
I would think Tony Smith would be delighted if he could go in at half-time 16-10 down, because Huddersfield came here and most people expected a good hiding for them. Handling like that won't help them, mind you, and they're going to really have to dig in now for the last 7 minutes. If they can keep the score to 6 points at half-time, I'm sure Tony Smith will fancy his chances of rallying the troops in the interval talk.
Yes, I'm sure he will, but obviously Ian Millwood certainly will be giving him a bit of stick as well. I bet it'll make the paint peel off the walls with the mistakes that's been made. What a substitution now. Is it Molyneux on?
Yeah, Molyneux's on, and Dale Lawton, the captain's gone off, so that leaves Huddersfield with a bit of experience going missing there in the pack, and Saints now on the attack with a real chance to extend this lead. Coming up to half-time, big Wayne MacDonald taking it to about 10 metres from the line.
Yes, thanks Ian. Chris Joint, good ball to Newlove. Newlove, the big man, driving forward. Good tackling, good scrambling tackling there. Saints have got to try and move it out wide. MacDonald, Yonkers, Wellens, is it? No, it's Sean Long, I beg your pardon. But once again, Saints lose the possession in a good attacking position. The Giant just taking a knock, yes, to both props off, Malloy and Lawton. Well, the ball knocked forward. Last few minutes, Ian, a bit of a handling errors, obviously. It has been raining, obviously, since about 6 o'clock. I would imagine it's the ball will be very slippy, and the ground is cutting up a little bit, but otherwise it's not been too bad.
No, it doesn't help, does it? The rain just before kick-off, but Huddersfield have got problems here because Paul Roll is limping to the scrum. Paul Reel is coming off here to the blood bin, it seems. I don't know if they're going to get anybody on quickly before this scrum is taken. I don't think they're going to manage it, but they're trying to wheel the scrum. If Saints get the ball here and they're playing against 12, you would fancy them to get 6 points and maybe put the icing on the cake here.
Yes, they need to. Yes, they're getting a substitution on. Mark Moxon coming on for the blood bin. So MacDonald, 6'7", and I don't know who he's arguing with. Darren Turner, yes, 5 foot odd, but they're all tough. From the scrum, Wellens out of the back, Peter Shields. An ideal platform for the Saints to build on now with 4 minutes remaining in this first half. Wellens offers the ball, takes the tackle. Centre field, 10 metres short. Well, a lot of mauling, and somebody said something out of turn, I would imagine. Is it Turner again, or is it Rowley? Turner. It's Turner that's obviously chirped up. He said something. Well, didn't look all that bad from up here. But it's a high tackle. Saints are going to avail themselves of the 2 points, Ian, I think, just to help matters out. The 8 points better than one converted score.
Yeah, that's a mark of respect to Huddersfield that they're going for goal here just coming up to half-time. But I would think the Huddersfield coach would be absolutely furious with Darren Turner there, conceding a penalty for abusing the referee, probably giving 2 points away. You know, when they're really in the hunt coming up to half-time, that's just the sort of thing that I would think makes coaches lose their hair and tear their hair out. But Sean Long, you would fancy him to kick this goal.
Yes, yeah, I like the way you phrased it there, abusing the referee. As if he doesn't want abusing. But I'm only joking. But Sean Long converts it, gives the extra 2 points, makes it 18-10, as you said, a mark of respect. Will take the 2. And Sean Long is being substituted. John Stankovic coming on, and it looks like a blood bin there. Sean Long looks though he has a cut to the head. the Giants to kick off. 3 tries, 3 goals for the Saints, 18 points. 2 tries and a goal to the Giants. Wellens takes it well. David Purley comes through, and David Lomax quickly pushed out of the way. So Sean Long is taped up for quick running repairs. Perhaps leave him on till the half-time interval as Cunningham breaks out of the tackle. Still driving through Kieran Cunningham, the best hooker in the game of rugby league. Wellens speculated to Joint. Good tackle there. Big hit. Atkins, one of the men in. Joint finally bundled to earth. Cunningham darting run. Good hands. Tidied up by Shields. Back to Yonkers. Yonkers offers the ball. Does a circle round. He arcs round. He takes the tackle. It's the last one of this set of 6. Can the Saints get on the board? The ball knocked back. That's going to be the turnover. Saints trying to force the issue. Move it out on the blind side. With the hooter looming. Only about 20 or 30 seconds remaining. I don't think Long's not come back on. He's been bandaged up. He had a cut to the head. They'll leave it till after the half-time interval. And then the blood bin will be reversed, I would imagine. John Stankovic just coming on for a run. 40 minutes gone on my watch. Not had a lot of stoppage time, but 18-10 the score. Good cup action. No doubt Ian Millward stern talking at half-time. Cut out the mistakes. That's what we all want, error-free rugby. Well, the ball charged down. The tackle count won't be wiped clean. The ball played the man. I don't think the man played the ball there. No, we're still counting, and it's the last one. The Giants electing to run it, and they are running it. They're down the wing, inside ball. Tony Stewart coming across. Oh, and he's dropped it. The line at his mercy, and the ball was dropped. The game is finished now. Under this new ruling, as soon as the hooter goes, the game is finished. And the Giants, they're the Saints, Ian. They seem to just ease off them. They moved the ball quickly to the left. They could have been another 6 points down there.
Yeah, it could have been the bite a bit there, Ron, because remember that try that Saints got against Bradford in the playoffs last season? Almost identical to that move, and we saw Cardoza there going for the line, just losing possession, but good interpassing with him and Ben Cooper almost created a try from nothing. But a tremendous first half. First half, I think that maybe a few Saints fans are disappointed by the fact that they've not scored a lot of points, but from a neutral's viewpoint, a good cup tie.
Yes, no danger. 18-10. Join us shortly. 18-10 at half-time. The Saints just coming out now. Have a couple of birthday mentions. My sister, Wynne Carney, 40 on the 8th of March. Her husband, Paul Carney, he's going to be 40 on the 25th of March. Lots of love from all the families, all us here on Micron. So that's Wynne Carney, 40 on the 8th of March. Paul Carney, 40 on the 25th of March. Now in the Old Farts Club. I don't know whether I'm allowed to say that, but I have. Away we go, second half. (18-10) the Saints lead at half-time. Typical cup tie. The Giants have come here with a purpose. Lomax driving the ball up. Rowley and the popular side faithful just letting the Huddersfield spectators know. As we all know, we are the champions. Saints knocked the ball down there. The tackle count has restarted. I think Paul Riley's come back on at half-time. The blood bin reversal with Mark Moxon, as has Sean Long with John Stankovic. Sean Long quickly scoops the loose ball up. He drives off, he moves it over to the left. Saints attacking quickly. Cunningham offloads. Wayne MacDonald driving the legs, 10 metres short of the Giants line. Long inside ball. Hurley, he drives for the line. He's held up, is he? He's just forced back into the in-goal area. No, he's not. He's held up over the line. Scrum on the 10 metre line, 20 metres in, head and feet to the Saints. So the Saints now going to put pressure on the Giants. Wellens to feed. Back to Sean Long, looking to create the gap. Sean Hoppy, limited touches. Long again, blind side. Shields, can the big man put it down? He can't. Solid tackling this time, forcing back. The idea was right, lovely move. An arcing run from Shields. Now it's with Long. Wellens. Good tackling by the Giants. They're certainly not underestimating the task. Only 8 points in it. Oh, Long in for the try. Looked a bit suspect, but the referee points to it. Sean Long quickly moved it over to the right. I was just trying to make out who the man was that he was going to feed. I don't know whether it was big Wayne MacDonald, but I thought there may have been a hint of an obstruction, but Sean Long came back inside, got away with it. The referee was right on the job there, and he said it was all right, and he'll do for me. Correct side, left-footed kicker, looking to make it 24-10, and he does. Converts that try, 24-10 to score. A good start by the Saints. We had a good start in the first half. We'll have to make sure that we stick to it and don't give the Giants any leeway. We know what they're capable of. Thorman on, Moxon off. Oh, I beg your pardon. Moxon on, Thorman off. 44 minutes gone. And as Ian was just saying on about the reshuffle, as we know, Julian O'Neill gone, Perolini, Tuilangi, and these lads they brought in, they are the top notch that the Bees needs. Cunningham driving through up to the halfway line. Tony Stewart attacked in half. Lomax, one of the tacklers, along with McNamara. Sean Long dabs it down to the corner. Andrew Frew, actually in the in-goal area, gets out of jail there. Saints now will want to contain the Giants up at that end. They want to keep them pointless in the second 40. 5 minutes gone. Saints have extended the score by 6. 14-point cushion. Quick handling. Cardoza, well taken. And it had to be for Sean Long. Took him well. He was looking for support. There was none there. We know he can scoot a bit. Good ball there. Atkins popped it up. Rowley. Custo. And he kicks it over. Anthony Sullivan. He doubles back. Ooh, looked a little high. The two of them come in. Saints Saints in possession, midway between the 20 and the halfway line. Tim Yonkers. Ooh, solid tackling there. One down below, one round the top. Certainly felt that. Sean Long to Peter Shields. Looked a hint forward there as he came down, but the official said it was all right. David Furley. Furley again. Big favourite here, already with the Saints faithful. Sean Long puts it high, and for the corner. A tester. It's allowed to bounce, and then it's knocked dead. We know they always say, Ian, you should never let it bounce. Easier said than done, isn't it?
Yes, there's a bit of hesitation in the ranks there for Huddersfield, but fortunately for them, Paul really just managed to get up and thump the ball almost like basketball style over the dead ball line. They'll be relieved to escape there, but it looks like being a long half for Huddersfield now.
Yes, I hope you're right. And you being a Yorkshire man. So Cousteau drops it out. Sean Long, his opposite number, takes it well. Tremendous play along. Well, they're trying to force him into touch. The man's impetus was stopped. Peter Shields attacked in half. Steve Hall, limited touches for Hall and Hoppy. Wayne MacDonald up the middle. 8 metres short. Cunningham, oh easy, no problem. Kieran Cunningham out of the blocks. Another 4 to the Saints. 28-10. No problem. The finest hooker in the world, Kieran Cunningham. Still another 2 seasons, I think, here at St Helens signed up, but Wayne MacDonald did the spade work. Sean Long started us off, give it inside. Wayne MacDonald took up the running, was brought down short, and the gap was unbelievable. You can't give a hooker of, well, any hooker worth his salt. Paul Rowley or even Darren Turner on the had have exploited a gap there as wide as the Mersey Tunnel, and Cunningham in. No stopping him there, Ian.
No, you can't stop Kieran Cunningham from that sort of range, especially with a gap that wide. But the point you were making about him staying with Saints is great news for St Helens, obviously, but even greater news for Rugby League in general, because we can't afford to lose players like that to Rugby Union, and I'm sure he'll be a linchpin in the Great Britain side for the Ashes at the end of the season as Long kicks the goal.
Yes, you're right there, but I don't think there was any doubt of him leaving. I mean, if anybody would have had to come in and to get his services, they'd have had to pay a tremendous amount of compensation, wouldn't they? But new love coming off, whether he's picked up a knock, Stankovic on. John Stankovic on, Paul Newlover reshuffling in the ranks. Saints in possession, 30 points to 10. It looks better now. 10 minutes gone. Strong running. Speculator there. John Stankovic tidies it up. Now Sean Hoppy. He takes the tackle on the halfway line, about 25 metres in from our vantage point. Sean Long dabs it down, through, under no pressure at all, takes it well. Loses his footing as he comes in. David Furley quickly in. Along with MacDonald. Moxon, I think, looking for the way through, but has his passage blocked, if you pardon the expression. Saints line out as the Giants look for the key to unlock the defence. Cousteau puts it deep upfield. Anthony Sullivan takes it. Sullivan rounds his man, offers the ball. The Giants, Moxon leading the charge there. Stewart comes away with it. Molyneux, one of the tacklers in. Hall just relieving the forward run. Long, Wellens. Chris Joint. Saint spreading it, long with the speculator. Well tidied up by Tony Stewart, and Stewart into space, Long backs him up. Long again, outpacing the defence. Yeah, super try. He salutes the crowd. Picked the balls out of that. Blistering pace from a standing start and on the run. Backed himself there against the Huddersfield defence. Came through on an angled, arced run, and he wasn't going to be stopped, was he? He can finish off. I keep on about the best in the world, this, that and the other position. He'll take some whacking, won't he, Ian?
Wonderful player, and a second try for the night for Sean Long. If he kicks his goal, it'll be 20 points for him, and he's done that a few times in his St Helens career. Got more than 20 points in a game. But a wonderful individual try that, and as you say, the confidence and the belief in himself that he had the pace to go around the fullback, saw the gap, and he was going to score no matter what.
Yeah, there's no danger about that. And now can he pop this one over? As Ian said, this will bring his 20 points up. It'll be his 6th goal and his 2 tries. Similar position from last time. Oh, easy, isn't it? Like giving a donkey strawberries. And I don't think they'll come back on. Sonny Nicholl is warming up along with Mark Edmondson. Saints again, pressing, getting into top gear now. Cunningham gives it David Furley, in turn it to Wellens. Now to Stewart. Stewart involved in the build-up to that try. Last one of the sequence. Chip through. Frew put under a little bit of pressure. I think it was Frew anyway. But the Giants under pressure. And Saints will want to make sure they are for the remainder of this set of 6. Good tackling, good gang tackling. They've had the rounds of the kitchen at half-time off Saints coach Ian Millward, and he's one top dog, isn't he? There's no danger about that. The Giants looking to run it. Well, the ball was forward. Saints pick it up. Sean Hoppy looking to unload it to John Stankovic. Just got clattered. The Giants urge to get back onside. David Furley. Centre field. 15 metres out. Saints move it left. Wellens in the scrum half position since the injury to Tommy Martin. Sean Long at standoff. And a little bit of jiggery pokery at the play of the ball. Wayne MacDonald, and wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't Turner again. Hey, he certainly picks his weight. I mean, they're not. There's no. It is Turner as well. There's no respect for size in this game, is there, Ian? The bigger they are, the harder they fall. And he's certainly a competitor, Turner, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a feisty character, is Darren Turner. Formerly with Sheffield, as you said, and a man who really likes to get stuck in. Saints, though, must fancy the chances of getting another one here.
Yes, and Marshall on the field now. Somebody's just come off, so our PA man says. I just wasn't aware of who's come off there, but I'll check it in a minute. A Stewart drives for the line. Saints looking hungry. Furley. Saints again, easy, no problem. Wellens is the man that scores. Wellens scored the opener, and there's nobody going to stop him there. Saints moved the ball quickly to the left, he run onto that ball, and it was easy.
Saints have lifted, haven't they? But the thing about Huddersfield is I think it's 6 penalties to 1 they've conceded now. You can't afford to do that against a side like Saints because they'll punish you, as they are doing. But it is a cruel game, this 18-10 at half-time. Now it's 40, probably 42-10 if he kicks his goal. Sean Long. That's his 7th of the night, so 42-10. And as you say, Ron, it really is a harsh regime in rugby league when you can be playing so well in the game at half-time, 20 minutes later, dead and buried.
Yeah, you're right. I'm sure our match day mascots, the Richardsons, are enjoying it tonight. Lois Richardson, 9 years old, and Martin, 11. They'll be really enjoying the night here at the Saints. Yeah, the Giants were pushed close in the last round, 38 points to 24 against the Doncaster Dragons. But they started off well tonight. They took the lead on 2 occasions, I think, was it? Well, no, they took the lead on 1 occasion, leading 10-4, and then the Saints came away with it. And even with Saints at Whitehaven, they just obviously managed the win. It was no, you can't underestimate these Cumbrian sides, can you? Coached by Paul Cullen. Quite a few players not selected. Sean Hoppy, Iro, Long, Furley, Shields, and Cunningham injured, and then Matautia sent off. But Saints did the business, and they're doing the business tonight. 42-10 the score, with 20 minutes left. Shields offered the ball to Stewart, fed it back to Long. Long off Furley, and look at Long again. Oh, to the captain. Just bounced off his chest, either his chest or his head. It was a quick bullet pass. But Long doing the spade work. The 9th time these sides have played in the Challenge Cup since the Second World War, and obviously Huddersfield were a good side there at the beginning, just after the war and that. Yes, as Ian's just pointing out, they beat Saints 15-10 in the final. And was it Ramsden with a couple of tries? Ramsden with a couple of tries, and in Monday it'd have been given us a double movement. But that's water under the bridge. I always remember my dad coming back from the coronation year as well, and being beat.
Yeah, just a point on that run. 1953, I think it was, before my time. But that's the last time Huddersfield won the cup. They have been back to Wembley once since then, 62 when they lost to Wakefield, but then they beat them in the Championship the week after.
Yeah, there you go. What you're trying to say before you were Tommy, you're calling me one of the old boys brigade. I was only a lad myself, but there we go. But yeah, those were the days. There was a powerful side. Not so as of late, but I'm sure Tony Smith will want to put matters right, won't he? He comes from a good pedigree. His brother Brian Smith, successful times at Hull and Bradford, and he wants to make a name for himself, will Tony. Tony, as the Giants spread it out. Moxon, well taken down. Furley crushed him, stopped him, man and ball. Atkins slipped it back. Oh, Saints, did he come up with the ball? Was the ball knocked forward? I think Saints were lucky there. I thought the ball was knocked forward, ripped out by a Saints player, but the referee didn't see it, and he doesn't see much, so we'll not bother with that. Saints have the possession. They lead by 42 points to 10 with 19 minutes of the game left. Saints will be first in the hat, as they say, for Sunday's draw. Cunningham up the middle. There's another man that has every ounce of confidence in himself. Hall Back to Edmondson, just on the field of play. Sean Long, the man that's come off, and Sonny Nicol looking to be introduced. Or reintroduced, I should say, but it's Saints that's pressing. Playing some lovely rugby, throwing the ball about. But the ball's been turned over there. So Nicol on, David Furley off. And what a rapturous greeting as Furley comes off from the popular side faithful. And obviously plenty changes in the Saints ranks. They must think, Ian, with 17 minutes remaining, they've done the job, they've got the win, they can rest the players, even if they've picked up some minor knocks.
Yes, they'll look forward to resting a few, with Huddersfield coming back here next week in the Super League. But I was just wondering what David Fairley must think about coming off to that kind of applause, because in Australia he'd never have got much of that. But he played in, he got to 5 finals, they call it in Australia, which is the game before the grand final, and lost them all. I bet he's hoping for a better look in the semi-final and get his first major final.
Yes, and I'm sure he will, with the great team that Saints have got amassed here at Nosey Road. But what a rapturous greeting. The Giants now, still there trying to throw it about. The Saints won't want them to cross the whitewash. They haven't so far in this second period. The Giants again up to the Saints 10-metre line. The ball's lost in the tackle, and Saints gather it up quickly. Yes, I know the likes of Ian Millwood and a lot of these Australians that come here, the enthusiasm that the English spectators have, and obviously the closeness of the crowd to the pitch. Well taken. Steve Hall into space. He gives his man his outside. Steve Hall, what a try! What a try! He gave his opposite number, Ben Cooper. He gave him the outside. Offered him the chance to tackle him, and he had the confidence in his ability to round the man, which he did. Yes, and bring on Villeneuve. Let's see if they can beat the Wellington Wolves at weekend. I mean, they've not done so bad, have they, the Frenchmen? And Warrington, obviously, we expect a lot more of them. They had a tough tie against Wigan, didn't they, where there was a little bit of jiggery-pokery going on, and a few's been suspended and given fines and what have you. And other people that went in for the fight didn't get picked out, but that's another story. But Saints have the possession, a handsome lead, 46-10, with 13 minutes remaining, and Saints will want more. Both the starting half-backs off for the Saints. But Cunningham, oh, quick hands, Edmondson. Now it's Hoppy. Lovely crisp hands there. Cunningham taking over the role. Well, somebody's, I thought he was going for his pocket. Somebody in the sin bin. The Giants penalised, Saints take it quickly. Joint, lovely hands by the Saints. Try time in the corner, top corner. Can't see who it is. Tim Yonkers over for the try. looming over there on the left, and no problem, good handling by the Saints, and finished off after moving it over here to the right. Then the transference of the ball pays dividends in the corner. Sonny Nickel gets it before it goes over the dead ball line. He's forced back temporarily. Well, Saints did have the possession, they've just lost it. The Giants pick it up. Oh, just holding it on with his fingertips there. As the Giants look for the first score of the second half. And he's gone without the ball. That's going to be a knock forward, surely. Head and feet to the Saints. Well, Malloy looking to come on, and we make it that the Giants have had six substitutions already. Whether there's another one, blood bin, that we missed. Saints from the base of the scrum. Tony Stewart. Hoppy. Darting run, Edmondson from acting halfback. Turns it inside, Sonny Nickel. No messing with Nickel. Along the line, Saints are spreading it. Chris Joint over the halfway line, gets the ball, releases it. MacDonald. Inside ball, Wellens puts it over the top. The ball, has it been knocked forward? I think it has. I think Tim Yonkers just got fingers to it. But Malloy coming on. I can't see, well, there's Turner. That will be the final substitution. Barring any blood bins. Well, Turner's coming back on. He thought he was, well, I'm going to say thought he was, it must be a blood bin then now. Turner on as a blood bin for Molyneux. Well, I think Lomax should come back on. Lomax just come back on the field. So, I don't know, we're counting now, we're having a roll call. The Giants have the possession. Saints have the lead though by 40 points. It's 50 points to 10, with 7 minutes remaining. 9 tries to the Saints, 7 goals. And the Giants putting it upfield again, looking to put pressure. Well, Lomax has come off the field of play. Turner stopped on for Molyneux.
Giants have made a substitution. Chris Molyneux will be replaced by number 8, Steve Malloy.
So Wellens from the base of the scrum, we're nearly beating the defence. Mark Edmondson running out wide, breaks the tackle. Forward roll to boot. Is there no end to this this man's talents? Blindside again. Hoppy, Stewart. Shields, lovely speculator. Out to Paul Wellens. Inside Giants territory. Cunningham Lovely ball, Edmondson. Edmondson again, he'll back himself. Oh, it opened up the defence. Edmondson slides over for the try. Well, I don't know what they put in the half-time drink, but I think me and Ian will have a bit of that. There's no danger about that. The 10th try, scored 3 in the first half, 7 in the second half. There's certainly the confidence of these players, Ian. They've backed themselves tonight, haven't they? Steve Hall, Mark Edmondson, Sean Long. The confidence runs through from 1 to 17. The belief is there, and you know, the players have the belief. Short kick-off. Touches the Saints player, touches Tim Yonkers and goes into touch. Head and feed to the Saints, to the Giants. Sean Long, the man of the match. So it's the Giants head and feed. They're looking to get points on the board. They've been kept pointless for 43 minutes of this second half. In fact, since the 11th minute of the first half, the Giants haven't scored. They're perilously close now. The Saints will want to keep a clean sheet. They're quickly out of the blocks. The Giants looking to spread it, but they're losing ground there. 18 metres short of the Saints line. Saints urge to get back onside. Rowley running the angles, then he slips the ball inside. Chip through. Well, to try. The Saints have let Rowley in for a try. They give him all the space in the world, and Ian Millward will not be happy with that. Well, after doing all we can tell with obviously the lack of enthusiasm from any Huddersfield spectators that have travelled, but after all that hard work, 7 tries scoring in this second half, and then conceding one there at the end, just easing off the defence. The coach won't be happy, Ian.
I doubt if he will be after that, Ron, but full marks to Paul Rowley. He kept alert, and Huddersfield haven't thrown in the towel. And he's a good hooker, is Paul Rowley. Probably not in Kieran Cunningham's class, but then again, who is? But he's played for England, he's been at Halifax and Lee, and he's a good footballer. And now Steve McNamara will look to add the extras to this, try and reduce the deficit still further. 54-16 to the Saints.
Yes, 54-16. McNamara pops it over. We've got approximately a minute of normal time remaining. All about the coaches, I think no matter what, they always have something to say. Even if you have a perfect 10, that'd still be a fault. That's just part of the make-up, isn't it? Well, the ball's lost, it's loose. Kieran Cunningham picks it up. Can Saints redress the balance and bring up the 60? Nickel, Edmondson. Looking strong and mean. Up to the 10-metre line. Cunningham shifts it left. Wellens, speculator, out to joint. MacDonald, he's looking to unload. He's well clamped by the Giants. Wellens again breaking away from the dummy half position. Backing into the defence. Couple of yards short there, a couple of metres. Oh, Saints taking on the short side. Yonkers plucked it out of the air. The ball's lost. Huddersfield Giants will have it. 40 minutes gone on my watch. Just waiting for time added on. if there is any. I don't think we've had a lot of stoppage time. The Giants look to come away with it just over their own 10-metre line. 54-16 the score. Saints in the bag as the ball's chipped through. It bounces off Steve Hall. Cousteau has it. Feeds it inside to the wingman, Cooper. Yes, it was Cousteau that came for it. Tackle count, wave clean. Rowley, the last try scorer. McNamara along the line. Quick hands. So the Giants trying to finish with a flourish. Moving up from virtually on their own line. Up at the Saints end again. Crossfield kick. Steve Hall took it well this time. Under pressure. McNamara, one of the men that was coming in to pay him some attention. Saints keep it alive. Hoppy, Edmondson, Cunningham. Saints player down injured. There's the final hooter. Saints go through to the semi-final. A 54 points to 16 demolition of the Huddersfield Giants. Sean Long out of the dugout applauding the popular side faithful. 18-10 at half time, and we certainly had a game on. Then it was all Saints in the second half. Tries from Long in the second minute, Cunningham in the 7th, Long again in the 12th. Then Wellens, Hall, Yonkers, Edmondson, all going over for tries. Sean Long popped 4 goals over, and then right to the death, Paul Rowley, sheer persistence, took it through, moved it over to the right, dribbled it through, followed his own kick through. McNamara goaled it. That's how it finished. 54 points to 16, and Saints now with a semi-final tie on a neutral ground against, obviously, the one of the winners from this weekend's ties. So thanks for joining us. You've been with Ron Hoof and Ian Proctor at Nosey Road in the Silk Cut Challenge Cup. Micron Video has been on your cameraman is Phil from Micron Video. Thanks for joining us. Join us for the next game. We're here again next Friday. The same opposition, Huddersfield Giants. Final score here in the Challenge Cup. Saints 54, Huddersfield 16. Thank you.